What is that? Oh, it's a fucking overwing exit hatch, isn't it? That's what it looks
that's
like.
what he wanted to talk to you about.
That looks like an overwing exit hatch.
Okay, all right. I'm going to go ahead and share the screen. We're going to do this now.
Okay.
So, I'm scrolling Facebook.
Hold on, I gotta pull
this
stream. I gotta pull this stream. All right.
Hi, Mom.
Man.
So, all right. So, I'm scrolling Facebook, and this dude right here is like one of the legit journalists in our area. And I'm like, if news is breaking, this dude has it first. And it literally, I saw this and I'm like, oh shit, that looks like that's off of B-52, which, you know, the hatch.
Yeah.
On those is on the bottom.
Depends. Well, yeah, I mean, all planes
Unless
have
it's the
different
tail
hatches.
hatch.
Planes have different patches in different locations, but
I think the B-52 only has the one under the cockpit and the tail hatch.
I don't know about the B-52. I've never worked on it.
But yeah, I saw this and I thought that shit was fucking hilarious.
Well,
can any of the markings identify it? I mean, it says like actual words on it. I just can't read them.
It says rescue and then what?
Well, that's what
push to unlock, pull handle to release hat. It's just giving you instructions on how to open it.
That's what most of them say. But what I'm looking at here is strange because most escape and exit type hatches open to the inside, not the outside.
So I do know on the buff or whatever, because they're underbelly, so they open down.
Right. But
I've never been on top of one, so I can't confirm any of that.
Is that an escape hatch though? It looks like one.
I don't know. I just thought it was funny. It says when you're driving up to your house and something comes flying through the air and lands just feet away from your car. Really? An airplane door?
That could have been in the back of somebody's truck, though, too.
Here's the thing. If that fell from the sky, it would be fucking obliterated. That door would be obliterated. Unless it came out of somebody's truck or somebody tossed it or whatever.
No, it fell.
It doesn't look like it fell.
It fell.
It's too whole.
Okay, so that's like right near the approach.
Oh, so it's low to the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, well that makes sense then.
Yeah.
Well, here's the fucked up thing though, is most of those hatches, these emergency escape hatches and access hatches, open to the inside. Now, can they flip to the outside? Yes, some of them can, but it's by way of like an articulating door. So it has to be, you have to like pull it in and then you have to maneuver it in such a way it will slide back out the hole, which often includes like some sort of bend, or I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but
shut the stream down for a second. Shut mine down. I'm gonna do some open market research.
Stop.
Go to
okay.
Yep.
All right. Since we were talking about
Mark, hello,
things falling out of the sky, have we seen this yet?
What is it? Pop it up.
The rock storm that happened in
rocks.
Yes.
Listen, the guy's wearing a fucking slice of cheese on his head, and immediately.
Okay, it's an actual phenomenon, and now we can get to that later. But look, check this out. I just want you to see the footage of the
falling from the sky in Romania. Yeah, hail, but stones. And it looks like there's more to this than just a freak storm. After this clip, I'll tell you.
That looks like some shit coming out of it.
Jesus Christ, it's loud as fuck.
Oh, okay.
That's it's me. I'm turning it down.
Okay.
Turning it down.
Well, it's loud as fuck to me. I can turn it down.
That's good. Is there a volcano nearby?
Well,
that was Romania.
All right. Here
that guy's annoying as shit.
Yeah, he is.
Stone rain is false.
Yes, I know. It was something about sandstone. Stone rain.
The mysterious stones are trovins. Sandstone that can grow and change shape over time. So it seems like stone, but it's not.
Yeah, but it doesn't. What is it? It doesn't explain.
It's sandstone.
why it was falling like that. It was saying like it might have been a mudslide, landslide.
Yeah, like nearby, potentially flying through the air.
Yeah, I can see that now.
Sense.
Yeah,
It was like
that does make sense.
somewhere nearby. Yeah. Kick butt. Yeah, I thought it was from like a volcano too, like somewhere nearby, and just a little bit of stuff flying through the air. But what do you got, Tuna?
I got it. I'm about to start it whenever he's.
I'm ready. I'm switching.
All right, good. Pull it up. All right, so here's the B-52 egress.
Yeah,
points.
your doors are on the bottom.
Yeah, so these go downward. These go upward. These go upward.
Right, but what I'm saying is there's a way that you have to do that. You can't, it doesn't just like pop straight out, if that makes sense, because it's a pressurized tube.
So how would something like that come off?
Fucking, if it
Could they
somehow
open one of the
managed,
top ones?
if it somehow managed to not be locked. So, okay, so basically what happened is it wasn't locked when it took off. And it was probably, it's somehow the wind coming through it maybe finagled that door in such a way where it would actually fold the hinge some to where it flopped back out. And once it caught the wind would just rip it right the fuck off. It would bust the hinges off instantly. 100 miles an hour, 140 miles an hour, and that wind's ripping that shit off.
Yeah, so everything that I've seen, like just on this aircraft itself, everything opens outward. I don't know if anything that opens inward.
They have inside and outside manual handles, while the downward hatches only have inside handles. The handles unlock, open, and close the hatch. The hatches jettisoned during the seat ejection sequence. Hatches jettisoned. Oh, so those are ejection seat hatches.
Yeah.
Those blow outwards. But they still lock. They still lock to the airframe, but they'll blow outwards when you pull the ejection seat handle.
Well, I just looked up escape hatches because that said rescue.
Yeah. Those escape hatches, you can think of it like a jet canopy, kind of the same way.
Well, yeah. But I mean, you can still rescue somebody from one of those hatches.
Yeah.
From one of those planes.
Yeah.
Right?
But the way that those things work is they hold an airtight seal for cabin pressurization, but they can also be blown off. Likely there's some ordnance around it.
Well, yeah, I mean,
that
of course
will blow it out. Electronic warfare officer. And
so where do I buy these ordnance? Because I want to be blown off too.
Oh, it's just a piece of the door. Oh, okay. It's the outside.
Go back to the picture now.
No, it looks like because it's the whole section, the whole panel, because it looks like the doors.
Yeah, look. Yeah, it looks like the whole door to me.
Because it looks like the one that's the propped up a little bit. That's the door, and then the whole panel.
I mean, it's not unheard of that shit falls off of planes. It does.
That very bottom picture, it looks like that whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, let's compare. Oh shit. All right.
Yeah, that's. Looks like it came off your aircraft there to B-52.
But I mean, how long ago was this motherfucker? Like,
okay, look, see that
commission?
See that arrow right there on the right side picture? On the right side picture, there's an arrow pointing to a latch.
This one right here, yeah, it's that latch.
That double locking latch is what actuates the pins to go in and out of the airframe to hold the door on. So if that thing wasn't locked properly, that door will come off in flight.
Yeah, I mean, when did the B-52 come into commission?
Fucking God.
Well, look at the part that opens is busted in half. Like, it's still closed. It's just the casing of the actual door is busted off.
Yeah, I don't know this aircraft.
It looks like the whole panel, the whole door frame and everything came out.
1955.
I honestly didn't even know that B-52s had ejection seats on them.
Yeah.
Because most large aircraft like that don't. But that does, which is pretty cool. I don't know what type of ejection seat it has on it.
I don't know. Let's find out. I'm sure it's in here.
I'm still under the impression that thing might have been on the back of somebody's truck.
There it is. Talking about table storage thrusters.
Those are so ejection seats have thrusters, and usually doors or canopies have some sort of ordnance system that will blow locks and allow the component to detach from the aircraft quickly, whether it's a thruster. Canopy will have a thruster off it that basically like blows it out of the way so the seat can go up and the seat doesn't hit it. But
so you don't pull a goose.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, is ejection seats have horns on the top, which will break any kind of glass that it hits.
Talking about like this.
Yeah, well those are the rails that it sits on.
Oh.
Slides up. But on the top of ejection seats there's two like pointed
glass breakers.
Yeah, they're basically glass breaks. They're there to break glass in case something malfunctions, which is pretty rare because it's all a sequence. It happens all in sequence. So
yeah,
like
you don't want another goose to happen.
If you pull a handle, your hatch is gonna blow off, and then your seat's gonna rocket you out because there's a rocket motor on the seat.
Oh, here we go.
When those things blow, and does that hatch have like a tail that it drags? Like a parachutist has like a tail to keep them kind of level or whatever before the chute drops, because it looks like there's something yellow in that picture.
Well, I don't know. What
I was thinking maybe that could be the strap that was holding it onto they just had it tied to the freaking truck and it fell off. Or is that a tail?
That could have been the jettison assist straps.
Probably, maybe that. I don't know this aircraft, but generally speaking, if it's a door that's meant to come off for ejection, then it's going to go outwards.
Did you start seeing this part right here?
But like doors on, if you look at a
here you go.
That's your ejection sequence, yeah. I could walk you through that, but I'm not trying to.
You need more than an hour to do that.
It's short. Once you actuate the handle, there's going to be a sequence of your hatch opening to give you the hole in the aircraft for the seat to come out of, but your seats will all unlock too. And it looks like that aircraft has rails on it, which is like basically what the seat will ride up as it ejects from the aircraft, and it's propelled by rocket motors.
So it doesn't fucking...
Yeah, so it doesn't like
move around.
You go off sideways and you hit the inside of the fucking plane, you know what I mean? It sends you out on a track.
Just in case one rocket, because you can't get two rockets to fire off perfectly. Like have the same exact pack. So, I mean, you can't get a very straight. You can for like the first 2-3 feet.
Well, I mean, like these rocket motors are built to a spec, so
yeah,
they're all the same.
I'm just a civilian.
No, I know. You're thinking through it. I get it. You're thinking through it.
It's the fucking rockets you can buy at fucking Hobby Lobby.
Okay, but let's talk about this for a second. I want to talk about this. These motherfuckers eject down.
What?
Yeah.
The navigators eject downwards.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Low level, those dudes are fucked. Fuck the navigator. Who cares? Like it's almost like they have to like bank
because they're below,
or whatever to work.
They're below that floor. That's the second floor. There's a ladder going down to that area.
But yeah, it's almost like that plane would have to, the pilot would have to be like, oh, hey, I like my navigator and bank that bitch just so everybody could go out.
Yeah.
Because you shoot somebody going at the ground, that would suck.
They would have to really be blasted away from
downward. Yeah, there is
trajectory.
Downward ejection system. What the fuck? That's wild, dude.
You're going down here. Let me help you.
Imagine like tasting this contents in your stomach as you exit the aircraft. Those things are no joke, man. Like you're fucking flying coming out of there.
Here's my first class ticket to fucking hell right here.
Well, at least in that case, if you're a downward ejection, you're not compressing your spine like all the other pilots who have to eject upwards. They can only eject so many times before they're grounded.
Yeah, but all your fucking organs are going up at that point.
True. Yeah, you're like I said, you're tasting your stomach contents, but
did you think about
at least you're not compressing your spine?
Yeah, but think about that much force going downward, all the blood rushing to your fucking head.
Yeah, you might pass out.
Exactly.
I mean, the dudes launching vertically probably lose
broken vessels.
The G-forces on those seats coming out of those aircraft is pretty high.
Well, but I would think, yeah, but okay, but like a mass amount of blood running through your body into your brain, that's hemorrhaging at that point, rather than going upward.
Maybe. Do they wear G suits? Do these pilots wear G suits?
Yeah, they all still wear the suits.
Well, I mean, not the flight suit, the G suit.
Yeah, they got with the leg compression and all that stuff on it.
It fills full of air and shit.
Yeah,
did they have that back then though?
I don't know.
This is a modern B-52.
G suits are pretty new.
Right now they do.
I wonder. I don't know when G suits came around, but they're pretty new. I mean, they fill with air to like keep that kind of shit from.
Yeah, keep
happening.
the
losing all your
compression,
blood,
the blood, and
lose functions in your body.
Hey, wait, have y'all ever seen Tito Ortiz doing the G-force test?
He's already fucking not. His face is already fucked up looking, and you want to look at him doing a G-force test? I couldn't imagine. Is he doing?
Was it a Navy pilot a while back that I saw on like one of these videos or some shit? This dude was like, he did some crazy shit.
He was like 11 or 13 G's or some shit.
Yeah,
but he was like still. Okay, yeah, the G.
This one says 9, but I swear he said he was doing 10 or 11.
Bro, 9 G's
interview
is fucking insane.
Here, watch it.
Yeah, you're looking from 20s to 80 real quick. Fuck yeah, dude, walk.
Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, 8 G's for 30 seconds.
Okay. How you doing, buddy? You with me?
Hold on, go back. What
that didn't make it any better.
Tito Ortiz at 9 G's. All right. Oh, he's out, dude.
Oh yeah, he's out.
He's out.
He went from Tito Ortiz to Vanderlei Silva in an instant.
Yeah. Yeah, he couldn't handle that shit, bro.
He's out, bro.
It was like Tito Ortiz and Vanderlei Silva.
The first G suits were developed by a team led by Wilbur R. Franks at the University of Toronto's Banting and Best Medical Institute in 1941. Holy shit. Well,
damn.
He's out.
So
now he's back. He's back.
So this what was it? In January when the Saints won that Super Bowl. Was that back in 2009? Or whatever, they did a fan flight for Drew Brees, and on the Thunder Chickens, and this dude did 6 9G turns and was conscious.
I mean, yeah, if they know how to do it.
Yeah, well, but I mean, the thing about because we actually talked to him after they did it. Mm-hmm. So that's all. I think, I told you that story about hunting for Drew Brees that day for that kid or whatever. I think that was on another episode. Kid that got burned and all that shit.
I don't know. I don't remember.
It's on one of our episodes. I don't remember which one it is, but y'all can go watch all of them and find out.
Yeah.
Spotify, YouTube.
Yep.
Apple
all the
Music.
things.
$10 to the first person who finds it. DM me and
Facts.
that. I got you.
But so after they got down or whatever, that pilot was like, I underestimated athletes and what they could put up with. He's like, because this dude did 6 9G turns, and I'm, because most of the time after 3, somebody's done. And he's like, you want to do some more? And he's like, Drew just looked at him and was like, what you got? He was like, I didn't realize that athletes could take that much.
Some people are just built for it, man.
Yeah.
A lot of especially nowadays, they do like some crazy ass training, like hyperbaric chambers and all kinds of crazy shit.
Well, but I mean, think of the force that a fucking defensive end hits you at. Yeah.
Is that a different type of force?
Well, I mean, it's just force upon your body.
Yeah, impact force, but not like. I guess there's a G force associated. I mean, have you guys ever been on a roller coaster before where it goes into a really tight, fast turn, and you can feel it like pulling you down like that.
Yeah,
like there's people that actually start to get the tunnel vision just from like the 1 plus G that happens.
What's that?
You're basically adding 1,000 pounds to your body weight is what you're doing.
Yeah, no. What's that fucking ride at the fair or whatever that just constantly fucking spins?
The Gravitron.
The Gravitron, yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, that thing was so fun.
So that one's an outward G force with the slight ramp, so like you elevate off your feet.
Yeah.
But you're still experiencing G forces in that way.
What do you say?
I don't know how many it is.
How many? Let's see.
How many G forces? What's the G force of the Gravitron?
Yeah.
But a lot of people experience anything over 1 and they're not prepared for it, and they don't like. They'll start getting the tunnel vision, the blackout.
Well, no, and what do they call that? What do they call the sickness?
Which sickness? Motion sickness?
Like,
I don't know.
I don't
G sick?
Yeah, G sick. That's what it is.
I don't know. I'm just making shit up, bro.
No, I've heard of that before. Here, this is the video I'm talking about.
Yeah, this dude, Ensign.
This dude right
here. He's an 01.
All right, sir. If you can't tell already, you are now spinning around the room. If you could, come over and
second class. That's a PR2. That's an E5 instructor.
All right. Let me know when you're ready.
It's Ensign.
For this profile.
The student is an Ensign.
01. Yeah.
Sticks up. Profile's running.
The instructor is a PR2, which is an E5.
Now, remember, no
yeah, and this is a G, right?
6%.
Yeah.
At least that center stick.
So he's wearing a G suit.
Yeah. No, he said no G suit.
His G suit's right there. It's on the right top, 0.15.
But, dude, he literally just said.
Did he?
You'll feel a slight gradual for this profile by enabling that center stick. Sticks up. All right. State your name and rank for the record.
Anton Leonardis, Ensign.
All right. Let me know when you're ready.
All right.
For this profile by enabling that center stick. Sticks up. Profile's running. You'll feel a slight gradual onset of G's hit you right about now. Remember, no stray, no G suit. Let the lights get
no G suit.
Release that center stick.
He said no strain, no G suit. So does it mean like he can't like
He's
activate the G suit or something?
No, it's automatic. He'll get G.
Okay.
Yeah, watch the suit though.
It's not moving.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's in it. He's in that shit. 4 Gs.
Yeah. But he does. They do the freaking 8-second challenge. I guess is what it was. I don't fucking know.
So he told him no breathing, and then no G suit.
Look at his face.
Yeah.
By no breathing, he's meaning
He's
not
at
doing
6.
the special breathing where
Right.
they're like forcing the blood into their head.
Yeah.
Right. He's at 6.8 Gs and back.
Yeah.
So that's like a fucking stress test, basically.
Yeah. But I love this video. It gets better. Like, this dude's a fucking beast. Like, I would fuck with him.
It's fucking wild, dude.
All right, sir. You want to go ahead and take a crack at guessing you're resting?
4 Gs.
No. Try 6.8.
Okay.
Told you.
Now, I want you to describe that light loss for me.
I lost it more of my right eye, and then my left eye was still good. And then I started seeing little stars, and I let go.
All right. What is light loss? Do you know what that is?
That's that tunnel vision I'm talking about.
Okay.
So
Now, when the
when
lights
you
came in,
look
they-
at something and your vision becomes a tunnel, everything on the outside of that tunnel is like black. So as you experience higher and higher Gs, you can get that tunnel vision where you almost lose your entire vision.
Do you remember the old TVs when you turn them on and off? They had like the picture got real small and then it went away. That's exactly like that's
the CRT.
the light loss. Yeah,
Kind of like the old Looney Tunes thing.
The cathode ray tube TVs, yeah,
You
those
get
ones.
You get the same effect when you're going unconscious with a choke.
They came in only to the handlebars, right?
Just on the right side.
Yeah, your vision gets tunneled
Any
out.
crazy
You lose-
colors? Black, white, gray?
Not really, just a little bit on the right.
Okay.
This guy's 23 years old,
That was one of the
guaranteed.
highest resting G's we've ever seen, just so you know.
Okay.
All right, with that being said, sir, your first profile
He's fresh
is going
out
to
of
be
college.
7.2 Gs.
He's like
for
23,
30 seconds.
24, bro.
Oh, shit.
7.2 Gs for
Good.
30 seconds.
Trust me. You're going to hear those same commands
Did he
from
say
your legs,
trust
hold
me?
your own top breathe. We're going to get through the first couple breathing
That's the
cycles.
last
Look
thing
good,
you
I'm
want to
gonna
hear
turn it
from
over to
another
you.
service member.
Halfway through, I'm gonna do the last
Especially enlisted next to an officer.
I'm going to have
Trust
you come off your
me.
legs slowly, let those lights come back in, and then push them right back out. Then after that, you can re-engage your AGSM if you need to. We'll come down off the profile and debrief after that. You got any questions?
Nope.
All right, let me know when you're ready to do this.
There's another one that's out there where this dude's doing like 11 fucking Gs, bro. It's wild.
Send me the link to that one because I'll pull that one out.
It's just like YouTube G-force test fucking
Okay.
record or some
I'll
shit.
look it up. And Rebel, you want to look that
I'll
one
look
up?
it up. Yeah.
Even 1.4 Gs, like you can feel that, dude. It's wild.
I'm so pissed I
All right.
wasn't
Let me
able
know
to get
when
on the
you're registered by enabling that
F-16.
center stick.
Okay.
Stick is hot. Profile's running. All right, here we go, sir. Legs. Breath. Hold it, hold it, hold it. You're on top. Breathe.
Oh,
Don't dump.
that no.
Breathe. Don't dump that air. Breathe. There you go.
Good job.
Breathe. Remember, I want to hear that hic. Breathe. All right, turn it over to you. Slow down. All right, I want you to relax your
If it's
breathing.
anything like getting choked,
Where'd you go
if
to
he was to
school?
let loose of all
All right,
his
now I
air,
want you
he'd
to
go down
slowly come off
instantly.
your legs, let those lights come in, and then
You have
push
to
them right
maintain
back
pressure.
out. And then re-engage that AGSM if you need to.
Like right there, if you're getting
All right,
choked
come
and he
down,
went
profile this
like that,
time.
he was out.
Legs, stick, and glutes engaged all the way down. Legs, stick, glutes engaged all the way down.
Gotta
How
tighten.
many G's was that?
That was 7.2 G's, sir.
For how long?
That was 30 seconds. You can come off that center stick.
Okay.
Do you have any light loss before I told you to relax your breathing?
No,
None at all?
none.
All right.
That breathing fucking
That was a
works.
nice run, sir. You had a decent lower body. You had a couple little dips. I want you to keep that lower body locked down the entire time.
Okay.
You're also doing a tongue seal. You're not using that hic sound to lock down your glottis. I want you to remember to make that audible hic sound, and when you make your
And once you get the
crisp
gluck
kinetic
gluck,
K, I want
Yeah.
it crisp.
I want that
And,
gluck gluck
phonetic.
sound.
I want that
Right?
crisp
Don't
gluck
want you to
gluck.
push air out when you do it. Just let the G's and the G's.
that's exactly what he's
My man's
looking
just got a
for.
water bottle in there with him.
Next profile.
chocolate milk and it's well mixed.
7.5 G's for 15 seconds.
7.5 G's for 15 seconds.
It's chalky milk.
I'm gonna count off the first 2 cycles. If they look good, I'm gonna turn them over.
I'm gonna try and do the
Lock it
30
down with
seconds.
That hic sound.
Where's it at?
The other
Dude, that went
problem
to
you have
fucking
There's a
with the
G-force,
so
the
fast.
G-force monsters
Cruising
back more than 30 seconds at 9
solid leg
Gs on
strength.
YouTube.
We're at 3 G's. Next is 6.
No, no.
Right on. Get your check.
The look on his, the look
this.
is
To
like
get over
you just have
left shoulder,
something
7.5
like
Gs,
placed
forward
in your
12
asshole.
seconds. To get over your left shoulder, I want you to
Yeah.
keep your eyes
You
control
got the
the
old popsicle in the
You
rear.
got, you got the old oil check from the doc. That's what his
Don't
face
dump
looks
your air.
like.
Breathe.
7.
All right.
He was
Okay,
a
this
fucking
is the
beast,
commander.
man.
There are a few
For a young guy.
Here we go.
personnel around here that have taken on the 8G for 30-second challenge. We don't offer it to many students.
From
Only
his
Lucas
chin, I wouldn't have,
I remember his name. It's the only,
expected that.
It's an Archer student I've ever seen make it. All right, you know who he is. He was ahead of you in the program. Now the way this works is this: if you choose to take on the 8G for 30-second challenge, you will be flying the profile. Okay, meaning you have to pull on the stick. It's not like what you've already done. You would just bury the stick in your gut, hold it back, and you can hold it at 8 Gs. If you hold it all the way back for 30 seconds, you've made the 8G for 30 seconds. You can go to a lower G, you can let go at any time. In other words, you have total control over your destiny. But the goal that I'm challenging you is to actually bury it in your gut and hold it there for 30 seconds. Do you want to take on this adjunctive training today?
Could I come do it after, like, when everyone's done?
You are done. You're all qualified. And if I pull you out, I'm going to be done for the day.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
giving you this chance right now to show everybody what you got out here.
I'll do
They're
it
just
for,
telling
give
him,
me 2
fuck it,
minutes
go
and drink
for it,
some water.
YOLO.
Okay, take a drink of water. And like I said, it's on you. The way this works is you don't just hold the stick. You got to pull back
Okay.
on the stick, okay?
I got it.
In
This
fact,
one's
the
for
little
bragging
pipper, the
rights.
pipper,
Yeah.
you actually need to hold the
This is
pipper on
dick
there.
measuring
It's really
contest
simple
at this
because
point.
Yeah, it
it's
is.
limited to 8 Gs, so as soon as you bury the stick,
The dude's got a
it's going back
3-inch
to
fucking
8 Gs.
micro penis, but
Okay,
yeah, his
but
fucking
in order to be there
attitude
at
is
8 Gs,
fucking
you gotta pull the
12-inch
stick back and hold
monster.
it there. But you can let off at any point and come down. You can let go. What I'm saying is you have control over what you're doing. But what to meet the challenge, you have to bury it and hold it for 30 seconds. Very few people, I would say, could do this, but I think you very much could.
Okay.
You want it?
Yep.
All right, we're going to set it up. All right,
Skip forward a little bit, because we don't know if this is copyrighted or not.
I don't think
I'm
it
going to pass it
is.
back to your instructor.
This
Good
is
luck,
on
Never
YouTube.
know.
Okay.
Well, so
On
was
military.com.
everything else we watched.
Everything else
Yeah,
is
but
a
it's
TV
still-
show by a large fucking
Yeah.
production company.
Yeah, this is military.com. It's open source. It ain't
He
copyrighted.
was like, "Oh
And
my
it's
god,
on
oh my
YouTube.
god."
Yeah,
Isn't that
his
how the Navy
fucking
always fans
face
themselves?
is probably hot as
All right,
fuck
sir.
right
Let me know when
now.
you're ready by enabling that center
He's
stick.
a beast, bro.
All right,
What did
let's
you do
it.
today?
Sticks
Fucking
up.
pulled 8Gs for 30 seconds.
There it is. Look at him. He goes straight for it.
Hold it back. Hold it back.
There you
Lights
go.
on. Stay on that.
Bro, he was
On your
straight
arms.
at 8.
Work on your AGSM. You'll be better to make it.
Don't grunt it out. There you go. Keep it like that. You're about halfway there. Don't grunt it out. Maintain that AGSM. Almost there. 5 seconds.
5 more.
Keep going, keep going, keep
Alright,
going.
follow the pepper down.
Follow him down. Follow him down.
Follow the plane down with the pepper. There you go.
There you go.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
Ladies, if you ever want to know what it would look like if a guy gave birth, right there. That's the
Great
thing.
Holy
man.
crap.
Nice job, sir.
You are the man.
You are the
We'll have a
man.
t-shirt for you.
That dude.
You get a
yo,
t-shirt.
that dude's fucking crazy, man.
He gets a t-shirt. We got a t-shirt for you, sir. There's some pizza in here too. We ordered pizza.
I'd give that motherfucker a bottle of fucking Pappy, bro.
I would do that to
There's
and I would like pass out just to do it, just for the experience.
there's another guy on YouTube that does way higher G's, bro. It's
It's
way up there.
Yeah, it's called I saw a dude. It was the G Monster more 30 seconds at 9 G's.
There was somebody with higher.
I guarantee you, fucking Stanley's Superhumans or whatever, that TV show, it has a profile on the dude. Then yeah, I couldn't find anything. The only thing I could find was the G-Force G-Monsters back 30 seconds at 9 G's.
Watch this test pilot pull 83 G forces and live 8. It's extreme flying pilot pulls 11.2 G cockpit Red Bull.
The Red Bull. Yep, I've got
There's
it. I've got it.
another. Yeah, there's a couple other ones too that
Yeah, I see the
Air Force centrifuge one, extreme G forces, 9712G protocol, Brooks Air Force Base, Texas.
Send me the link.
Yeah, purple. If you go to YouTube,
That's all. Okay, just go straight to
and then
YouTube.
type in extreme G force test.
that's not-
That should be like a fucking TV show. Celebrities pulling G forces.
It was God. Where is it?
That shit would be hilarious.
There's a couple in the top there that.
So I see the G Monster, G Force Jerk.
Yeah, not that one. That's against TOS.
Blacking out when pulling 9 G's in the centrifuge.
What's against TOS?
G-force jerk.
It is.
From what I know, it is.
Are you saying that he's going under G forces and he's like pulling it?
I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. From the untrained ear, that's what it sounds like.
Aging face of G force effect.
This one
It's a
doesn't
short-
have the dude's face. Oh wait, does it?
Aging face of G force effect in shorts. You scroll down a little bit. There's a bunch of them. There was one where it was like this dude, he was pulling like fucking 11 G's or some shit in the fucking centrifuge.
So would the G-force like tighten the skin or droop the skin in the long run? I would think droop
Yeah.
because it's stretching it, but like it's just sitting there and just like blasting it to your skull.
Okay,
Eventually, it should be good.
Go to type in up to 20G exclamation point. Up to 20G and then exclamation point. The first one you see, it'll be the guy.
Oh, yep. U.S. Air Force giant centrifuge.
Yeah.
Let me get through this ad.
I think.
Could you imagine?
I think it's this
like
one. It's fucking wild.
Somebody
This
like
one? Is it this one?
Yeah.
Ready.
doing something like this on TV.
He's got oxygen.
Still. The force on the body, dude. I mean, all these pilots will have oxygen on it, too, so.
Oh man, he's got too much performance enhancers going on. He's got the G suits and oxygen.
Yeah.
Ready? All right.
It doesn't matter. The force is still.
Let's see him raw dog it.
Every G is 1,000. There's 1,000 pounds on your body weight.
Yeah.
Terminate. You're coming down. Hold your strain.
So it's like 1,000 pounds laying on top of you.
Yeah.
All right, sir. Would you have any right now? Engage.
What's the force to the chest?
All right, sir. We do have the synesthesia item.
Forces of gravity or acceleration on an object.
I mean, if it's adding that much weight to you, then it's most likely putting at least almost minus your weight pressure to your extremities. You know, outside.
Sustain.
That just looks horrible.
Tighten.
Collisions between football players can exceed 150 Gs. Like a car crash.
Jesus. So that's why
So
athletes can probably make it through this.
What about like a hit from Francis Ngannou to the head? How many G's does that pull?
The highest G-force that a human has survived is 46.2 Gs. This was demonstrated by Air Force Colonel John Stapp.
Yeah, but how long did he do it?
Just a few seconds. Just a few seconds.
Crazy.
That's wild, man.
I'm gonna hire a magician.
Magician? Mathologist?
To calculate how, because
a mathologist.
Francis has got the heaviest punch in all of anything. Like, he's got the world record for the hardest punch, and he could take those numbers and put it to G's.
Well, yeah.
From when you get like punched from it. That's
gravity is what, 9 point something meters per second.
Yeah.
Force.
It's all about it. All you got to do is fucking figure out the difference, in velocity, centrifugal force. Like there's a bunch of different calculations that you can do to measure up to all those things. If I sat down and actually put my brain to it, I could do it. It just takes me a while.
I could do it.
Well, I'm actually a certified traffic investigator. And we do that for major accidents, is what the Air Force calls it. It's actually a DoD program. Army and Navy and Marine are all part of it, joint course. And we can actually figure out somebody's speed. So if I say you get a worst of the worst accident, you got to do it on a fucking motorcycle or whatever, and he T-bones a car, he flies over the fucking car, but yet his head hits the top of the car. If we can get all of that evidence, I can find out exactly what his speed was prior to him actually realizing what happened to him hitting the brakes. And it's completely the most fucked up math, because all laws of math, you work one way, while all of traffic investigation is working backwards.
Yeah, and you have to do it by averages, because you'd have to do like the average reaction time.
And I mean the average reaction time is 1.5 seconds.
Yeah,
that's the average human reaction. Now we also have reaction times based on somebody that's under the influence of alcohol, freaking opiates, all uppers, downers. Like there's actually a calculation for the average person and their reaction time based on the exact drug that they're on too.
I would like to see the study on that though. Like, what was the sample pool for those numbers? What I mean?
They take a bunch of fucking meth addicts.
Yeah, I know, but was
whatever,
it like
they take the
100?
average.
Was it all of them? I would like to see the sample size of that.
You can look at the medical journals on that one. I didn't know it, but from just studying medical stuff, just in the career field alone, they're not just we asked 100 men. It's a legit study if they get published.
Yeah.
So for me, not knowing exactly how many, I tend to kind of believe it.
I mean, it's enough.
Back in the day, there used to be this thing. It was like a driving simulator where you just drove a car on like a little simulator, and they gave you these fucked up glasses. They're beer goggles.
Oh yeah,
have you ever tried the beer goggles before? That driving thing with the fucked up goggles,
dude,
where you see double.
Oh my God. So we had a fucking dude. We did a resiliency day, and the very last event was a fucking full-on fucking like relay race.
Mm-hmm.
But the very last part of that relay race, or whatever it was, so they have drunk goggles, and then they have under the influence of narcotics goggles now.
Oh, okay.
And it was a 2-person race.
Can I put those on my prescriptions?
I mean, if you want to, but whatever. But what they would do is they got the big wheels or whatever, and one person had the beer goggles on, the other person didn't have anything, and they would guide them through a fucking obstacle course to come back, and the other person had to put the fucking narcotics goggles on. The other person that had the beer goggles on did it through or whatever. And they were asking, volunteers. I was like, who are the biggest fucking alcoholics or whatever? And they're like, what are you talking about? I was like, they're going to fucking fly through this thing. And then my commander looked at me and goes, Thompson, you got the beer goggles. And I was like, God damn it. And then they got another dude or whatever that he was a mids guy. I didn't really know him, but dude, we flew through that motherfucker. Like, we didn't even have any fucking goggles on. That shit was so funny, bro. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, I remember high school health. They put the beer goggles on us and told us to walk the line. They got me up there and they're like, yeah, I didn't get the reaction that they wanted because I walked the line perfectly. And they're like, no, they pulled somebody else up.
Here's the trick.
So
close one eye.
Yep, that is true. But fun fact though, so a lot of police departments, civilian and military, they do what they call a wet lab. So when they are teaching field sobriety tests, they will actually bring in real people and have them drink. Mm-hmm. And then they will practice the field sobriety tests on them. They do not like bringing the same people in or whatever. If you're certified on FSTs, you can't do it. Around here, they will not let you do it. But if you've done it before as being one of the drinkers or whatever, they don't like to let you do it because it can falsify it. But I'm like, you should let them do it because you need to, let the cops understand that there are people out there that can do this shit.
Yeah.
They can pass it. When they say that the eyes never lie, that's 100% truth. I don't care who you are. You could say you're the best fucking drunk in the world. I can look at your fucking eyes and I can tell you if I'm bringing you to jail or not. But the other tests, the 9-step walk and turn and the one-legged stand or whatever, like you could pass out 5 flying fucking colors. Yeah. But your eyes, that's why you only need to fail with 2 detractors on that one or whatever, and you're going to jail.
I've seen
my dad's. Go ahead.
I was just saying, I've seen during our safety briefs, you have semi-annual safety stand down type things where they do a bunch of safety briefs and shit. Well, they've had ones before where people will have one drink and then in an hour they'll do a breathalyzer and then they'll have another drink and then the second hour they'll do another breathalyzer and then be like, this person weighs 160 pounds and they drank 2 drinks in 2 hours and now their BAC is 0.09 or some shit. They're over the limit, just to show people how quickly you can become over the driving limit. And they're just drinking beer.
Yeah, but another fun fact about that though is the way that your body metabolizes alcohol.
Yes.
I have seen a dude that was at a 0.123 and in an hour was under the legal limit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
An hour after he stopped drinking, it was stupid.
Yeah, some people metabolize very quickly.
So you were talking about how you can tell by the eyes. My dad is a full-blown alcoholic, and he learned how to say the alphabet backwards, going from Magnolia to Tomball, in his old Gremlin with an open 5th of Jack Daniels. So he can say his alphabet backwards, blitzed out of his mind. But you can always. I'm like, Dad, it doesn't matter if you can say the alphabet backwards. I can tell you're drunk by just the way you're saying the alphabet backwards.
Well, but so here's the deal.
It's the slur, and you can tell by his voice that he's drunk.
Yeah, but saying the alphabet backwards is not even a legal test.
No, I could even do that shit sober without thinking about it, dude.
So how they tell you to do the fingertips?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's a dexterity test.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Not admissible in court, but guess what? Can be used as evidence against you.
Mm.
So if I'm, whenever I ask you for your license and registration, okay, and then you hand me something besides your fucking license or whatever, that's something I'm going to use against you in court.
Yeah.
Every little thing that you do, I'm gathering evidence when I'm on that stop, and that's what they call in-person contact, because you've got 3 phases of a DUI, and you have to have at least one thing in all 3 phases to be able to actually arrest somebody.
I had this sailor once that was like just the term they were hitting medical all the time, right? So
Sick, lame, and lazy.
yeah, they were malingering is what they were fucking doing, and they go
Sick,
to
lame, and
medical.
lazy.
Yeah, they go to medical, and so basically they walk around the place all the time like this. So they claimed that the right side of their body, due to some vaccine that they got, was paralyzed, numb. Right.
So they acquired Bell's palsy from a vaccine.
Right. That's the claim is this. So they're walking around the place like all day, every day, like this. Like, I'm like, that takes a lot of fucking just concentration on its own. The second part is we're like, okay, go to medical. We get a phone call from the doc. The doc's like, yeah, I was doing some, they were doing some tests with them, like finger tests and dexterity and things like that. And they said, hey, do you have your ID card? The person just happened to have their ID card in their left breast pocket on their uniform. So they open up the breast pocket, they reach in, grab the ID with their right hand and hand it to the doc. So what they did right there is just prove that there's no numbness. They have all the dexterity in their fingers. They're able to open and do a fine motor skill, which is clamp onto a small ID card, take it out of their pocket and hand it to the guy. All like this.
Yeah, if I'm not wrong, Bell palsy only affects half the face, not the rest of the body.
It wasn't that. It wasn't that.
Has it, and when he gets drunk, he gets like the.
It wasn't that though. They were basically dragging their right foot. They weren't using their arm or hand really. Yeah. And their right side of their face was they were just doing this whole like thing like this.
I mean, that's straight up stroke. If the whole left side of your right side of you, that's a stroke. So, Bell palsy is just the face.
This person's trying to get like medically retired and shit is what they were trying to do. When the doc like fucking busted him.
And bro, that's
yeah. It's right here. Here you go.
I mean, but the thing about it is like that I would equate that as somebody being under the influence of something too, because you'd be surprised at what people do to try and get out of a DUI. Because they'll claim something like, and all you got to do, because we're in our right mindset because we haven't drank, but it's one of those things. It's like I've probably done this before, and so we'll just hit them with a fucking question, and then boom, they sing like a fucking songbird, and they don't even fucking know it.
Yeah,
which is hilarious.
I can't do the line test. I stubbed my toe 2 days from yesterday.
Well, you can't do the line test because of other reasons.
Yeah, I can still kind of do it even sober, but
well, but why do you think that the cops ask you? Why do you think the cops ask you if do you have anything preventing you from conducting these tests?
Because if you say no, you're suspicious at that point.
Well, no, I mean, here's the deal. By the time we get you out of the car, we're asking you that when you're already outside the car, so we'll know if you have if it's something physical.
Yeah,
we've probably already seen it. So, like, if I pulled Rebel out of the car, I could probably tell his foot's dragging. Or whatever, so I ask him.
If I take a few steps, if I just stand up out of the car, you couldn't tell.
But here's the deal: whenever I ask you to get out of the car, what am I doing? I'm telling you to come in front, right?
Yeah.
So it's all observation at that point. Now, if you say, "Oh, I have this," then guess what we're going to do? We're going to go back to the medical records. We're going to subpoena all that, and then we'll find out if you're telling the truth or not. Like, criminals are fucking stupid in the way that they try to get out of it, because they get that fight or flight, and they may not be trying to fucking run, but they're trying to make up every little excuse, but every little thing compounds, and you're just like, dude, you're fucking stupid at this point. Kind of like your boy with his face.
Yeah.
You can only hold a lie for so long.
Exactly. This shit was like going on for like 2 months, dude. How the fuck is this person doing this for this long?
Yeah, that was like that dude in Japan tried to freaking claim that my guys, whenever we arrested him, cut him. And when I say cut him, I mean like, dude need his fucking hand, it stitches across his fucking palm.
Jeez.
Or whatever. And I was like, we didn't do that. You didn't even hit the fucking ground. We sat you down so you didn't fall the fuck over. and it was our word against his at that point. But I'm like, wait, he's got two buddies. And what gave it off was his hoodie right here had blood on it. Had like a little, like, he tried to look like it was faint blood stain.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we arrested the dude or whatever. Like, and he never put his hands up. We just told him to put them behind his back. So how did he get that up there? So then I went and talked to his homies, and they're like, "Oh yeah, dude tripped and fell on the fucking ice. He cut his fucking shit." They're drunk as shit. I was like, "Hey, are you willing to write that down on a statement?" They're like, "Yeah." So then, I went back in there and I was like, "Hey man," I was like, "I'd like to talk about this. Please write this as a statement. If you want to make a complaint, we'll call you medical, all that stuff." Dude wrote it down. And we hit him with a fucking false official statement. I'm gone from the fucking room for 45 minutes. Like a normal person would probably be like, "Oh shit, how do I cover this up? My guys are probably talking, all this other shit, He was like, "Yeah, I'll write it down. I don't give a fuck."
Doesn't that have to be corroborated though? If someone says
it was corroborated. His buddies, two of them, both said that he slipped and fell.
Oh, two of them. Okay, I was like,
yeah, two.
If
Yeah,
just
two of
one
his buddies.
person,
No,
it wouldn't work though, would it?
No, but I mean, the thing about it is, at that point, based on what we had and the statement of one of his friends or whatever, I don't think he would have gotten out of it. No, I think he was too stupid to go to court martial for us to prove it anyway. But
yeah,
do y'all remember that chick that said that she got like some weird like jerking motion from the H1N1 vaccine?
The swine
she
flu?
got Tourette's from it.
Is that the swine flu? H1N1 swine flu.
Yeah,
right?
like she couldn't walk. She couldn't walk.
No, I don't
correctly.
know that.
All right, hold on.
I'm curious now. I'm guessing that it was bullshit. I'm just gonna guess.
Oh yes, it was.
Yeah.
H1N1 is the one that I had too.
There's a lot of people that are just full of shit, man. You'd be surprised.
She could walk backwards perfectly fine, but forward she did she couldn't walk. It was so funny.
And how did they catch her?
I think she just came out eventually.
She's just like, I can't do this anymore.
I really don't know if I want to show the video because it's Inside Edition and news channels.
Yeah, no, not that one. If you can find it on YouTube, maybe, as long as
it's on YouTube, and it has the watermarks on them.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. That'll definitely hit us.
So the lady was faking it, and then finally she just got tired of faking it and gave up.
I think it was like it became a real issue again after the COVID vaccines and stuff. Like the story came back up where she had admitted she had faked it.
Yeah. Have you guys seen that whole
stupid?
People are like, masks are coming back now. You heard that?
Oh, because of the super corona?
Yeah.
Well, supposedly, there's.
Corona? You mean the election's about to happen?
Yeah, facts.
I mean, there is. I have heard of more people getting the virus.
Bro, how is this shit?
It's just the normal fucking flu.
How is it cycled perfectly with the fucking presidential elections? I just want to know.
I mean, let's be honest. Everything in America is political. Everything. There's a political agenda behind everything. It's conveniently timed that shit happens.
It's just very weird, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it is a thing or not, but it's awfully strange. It's tied fucking with the election cycle, dude. It's a little bit weird.
Yeah. I say once is a coincidence, like once or twice is a coincidence. More than that, it's a pattern.
You know?
Well, but I mean, look at the re-election or whatever. Like, Trump was not wearing a fucking mask and ended up with COVID.
Yeah, he's still around.
You know, he's still around.
Yeah.
He's an old guy. He's elderly, but it's just convenient how all that shit came out all at the same time. Yeah,
they did this whole thing in the military. Remember that mandatory vaccines, or you're out.
I'm so pissed off. I could be so fucking rich right now.
They did that.
I refuse to take that shit again. Fuck you.
Yeah, I got.
But
sicker, I got sicker off that.
I got COVID. I didn't even get sick.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I know. You were gaming the whole time.
That was right after I was out there, wasn't it?
It was. It was like a vacation from fucking work. I got to stay home and get paid.
Yeah.
I remember you were streaming. You're like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I feel fine."
I'm fine. But I tested positive, and then I get the fucking vaccine, and I felt like I was on death's doorstep.
The same shit happened with me, bro. When I had COVID, I felt sick for a few days, but that vaccine, oh my god!
I didn't even feel sick. I didn't. I felt fine.
The whole family got sick here right before everybody was like, "Oh, Corona, COVID," stuff like that. It's like it was in the news and shit. So we think that it was bad. The whole family was down, the worst body aches we've ever had. It was a bad one. So we think we got it then, but we never got tested or anything because it wasn't a thing then.
It was likely. Yeah, it was likely. It was contagious. Yes, very contagious. Sure, but like, I mean, if you ever had a flu before. I mean,
it was a really bad flu though.
If you had underlying
For what we
conditions,
had.
obviously it's going to make shit worse. But for the most
That's
part,
no difference with any illness, though.
True.
If you got the flu and you had an underlying illness, then you're gonna get fucked up.
But I mean, but the thing about it is any new sort of, infection or virus or whatever it may be that our immune system is not used to, or whatever, it's going to affect everybody different based on their immune system. Like that was like me, like, when that cruise ship was stuck off the coast of Tokyo or whatever, off the coast of Japan, right near Tokyo. That was whenever Ashley and I were going to meet in Tokyo. And that was the sickest I ever felt for 2 fucking days, like in my life.
Yeah.
And the only thing I could think of was, oh shit, that damn, I had fucking COVID before it was a thing.
Yeah.
See, I had it. I got it in the end of 2022, December of 2022. After 3 vaccines, I got it, and it knocked me on my ass for probably 2 days. But it wasn't the worst sickness I've ever had. I've had scarlet fever with strep throat before, twice, and that was by far worse.
Yeah.
Like I was hallucinating with scarlet fever, like legit hallucinating.
Oh yeah.
And strep throat ain't no.
Don't lie, you just popped a little acid.
No,
I've had.
You're over there fucking.
I had strep throat and an upper respiratory infection at one time, and that was, other than the sickness I had, that was probably the sickness I've ever been.
You put a
outside
stamp
of
on your tongue.
standard dying from.
I was in the Navy at the time, man. I didn't know that shit.
You sure it wasn't Woodstock?
No, it was like 2001, I think it is when I got it, and I got it twice within like 2 years. I had it. The way they could tell that I had scarlet fever was when I went to medical. My tongue was swollen, and all my taste buds were swelled up, so my tongue looked like a fucking strawberry. So when I stuck on my tongue, my taste buds were like little strawberry seeds on my tongue. It's the fucking weirdest thing.
Scarlet fever sounds like a freaking Oregon Trail disease, Yeah, your sister died of scarlet fever. Like nobody's had scarlet fever since the freaking 30s.
I'm telling you, bro, like they brought in people into the room for training to see it because no one has ever seen it before. Like this is scarlet fever.
Like, oh, you got the Black Plague.
You died of dysentery.
Can I bring this other doctor in and these 2 corpsmen in to look at this? I'm like, I don't give a shit.
I'm gonna wait till Ashley, because I don't know if she wants me to tell the story, but I can fill you on just doctors. Because at Fort Sam, that's like the hub for all medical for all DOD. Pretty much everybody does a stint there. And if they haven't seen it, they pull all these fucking residents and fucking students and all that or whatever. Remind me of when Ashley's on next time. We'll see if
anytime
she's okay with telling that story.
You got something they haven't seen. They want everybody to be able to look at it.
It's fucking hilarious. It's fucking hilarious.
I want to point something out, and I don't know if it's just like a fluke or if it's the case, but I got COVID and never got the vaccine, never got COVID again. You got the vaccine and then got COVID.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you get it, it's like chickenpox. If you get it, you can only get it once.
No, that's not true. My sister-in-law had it 3 times.
Oh, okay, but at least if you get it, you get the stronger antibodies than if you get the vaccine.
Maybe.
So if you get it once, you might be immune from
natural antibodies.
Or I mean, not immune, but stronger.
So my sister-in-law, when she got it the first time, she was hospitalized. She had to go to the hospital because she was like really, really sick. And then she got it 2 times after that, which weren't as serious. So I'm sure there was some antibodies built up. That first hit, like right when it came out, is when she got it, and she was like very sick. Like she was on meds and shit afterwards for months. She didn't taste anything for months. Like it was very lingering, the effects of it.
I never got any of that.
Yeah.
None of them.
I've lost taste and smell from a cold, for like a couple days, and that's basically what happened.
Sinus infection will do it too.
Tell you what, when I got that vaccine.
But it's the fact that some people completely lost it and never regained it.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
Or it permanently altered the way they taste and smell things. Like some people can't eat pickles now. They used to love pickles.
I've heard
now
of
they
that.
Can't eat pickles.
I've heard of that, like when you break your nose a few times, like you can lose smell and taste. But I've never, like, that's a physical change. I've never heard of, like,
I don't know.
And on the biotic level, cellular level.
Never broken the nose before. I couldn't say.
Yeah, I had a babysitter that she slipped up and said that she couldn't smell anything because she broke her nose so many times.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Say,
You ripped
I grew up in
ass
a
and
small-
changed that.
Say
No,
less.
no.
I grew
I
up
was
in a
smoking
small
cigarettes and
Wow.
So I definitely have broken my nose.
Yeah.
There's-
The one time any one person ever connected with my face was in that little hockey exchange that I had in gym class, and it was on the eye, wasn't on the nose. Another time, nobody's ever punched me. So
I've been out of anger been punched in the face once, but other than that, it's just been sparring.
There's 3 things to do in a small town:
drink, fight,
drink, fight, and fuck.
Fuck.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep, I grew up small town. The town I grew up in now is growing, and it still says only 1,111 in population.
Hey, good night, Wog. Hope
Night,
you have a great
Woggy.
night, brother.
Yeah, I think we're actually
Wog,
gonna wrap it up
yeah,
too.
I'm about to get the fuck out of here. I had a long day.
Yeah, we're doing a shorty stream today, you guys. So next week we'll see what happens. But this week we're doing a
Try
short,
to pick it back up.
little 1 hour.
The week where I don't have to wake up early in the morning.
Yeah,
I've been on, at the house for 12 hours.
I don't have to wake up at 10 a.m. Rebel.
Yeah.
No. I wake up with my son, get him off of school.
Well, there you go. All right. Well,
And then on
fun.
Mondays I also go grocery shopping.
I roll out of bed around 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah. No thanks. Well, you work 410s though, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
I would love to work 410s, bro.
Yeah, that'd be great.
My
That'd be
favorite
phenomenal.
shift was like 4:30 to 1.
10s is nice.
I just work 512. It's whatever.
Yeah. 12s is too long.
You know how it goes.
Yeah, when you're working
Military
fucking
life is
3 weeks straight of 14-hour shifts, fuck.
Yeah. These guys that go on ship deployment, they get underway on a fucking ship, dude. They're working 18 hours a day for fucking months, bro.
Yeah.
That is just like, I just did 2 weeks on the ship for 18-hour days, and I'm like, fuck this, dude. This is stupid.
My dad used to do a work. He was welding somewhere, but he would do a month on, month off. He was always on call for 1 month and then a month off.
Yeah, I would. One day I'll have hours that I like, but until then,
I can't
see
complain
the
about my
score?
hours now. No, I just
But
shut it
let's
down.
wrap
But I
it
know
up.
that Miami's women
you guys wrap it up.
All right.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, we can wrap it up.
All right, y'all.
right now.
Wrapping it up.
Bye.
All right. Later, guys.
y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.